update this as the map does flip. And looks like it is another checkpoint. Beautiful. So, let's just find our guy. I believe it is Vikings we are joining on. Alright, let's make sure we're way out of the way. And let's get on in here. Okay, just got to ensure that I cut on here. And let's get on here. So, looks like we will see the team starting to come out of spawn here, getting all their nodes up. Looks like SaP here is getting set up. And 4AD here getting set up along their wall as well. Trucks are in tow, and yeah, a little bit of an interesting layout here. Looks like with these two more northern points for SaP's defense, if they don't get checkpoint, they will be pressured a bit north, and we will see a lot of wide fighting here as 4AD here sort of just have that straight line defense, which is a blessing and a curse in a way. Mason to Creek being so close to that map border, and Gary's going up very close to the line can be quite problematic to deal with, but yeah, it will be interesting. I believe this is probably one of the more even points on this map. It's all about, at least in my experience, controlling these hedgerows and of course getting that hard cap control alongside this little MG house up here as well. It is north of the sector, so should be good to come in. Looks like we are lining up for some shots, and we might just jump in on maybe one of the trucks or one of the tanks here. Tanks getting in position. This truck will start to go. Little interesting. A slight delay on the trucks there, which for snipes can prove invaluable here. But here we go. We've just started here. Go. Let's see if any rockets come in. Looks like we got a rocketeer there in spears on top. Might have another one on top of that truck there. So quite interesting at the moment. As these teams just sort of make their way in. So we'll see the defense squads start to come out there for 4AD right of screen, but we see a truck. Looks like an early looks coming on in, and trucks will come to a head. Stopping quite early and really keeping on going here. A lot for 4AD in these southern fields, and beautiful rocket there from Spears. As they dive away from that P2. Good rocket from JP Rat there with early south control here going away of 4AD, but it's all about that hard cap which SaP will be prioritising here. So we'll see both the P2s being quite aggressive for SaP. Looks like another track shot coming there from JP Rat. The trucks going down. We will see engagement of the Stewart here. It does hit the tracks and gets a beautiful side shot there onto the Panther 2 of SaP here. And, interestingly, looks like we will see the Panther 4 here taking a shot. Just get down in here. Let's take a shot from that medium, but it's not quite out of the woods yet as that 4A3 does come absolutely steaming down. Just have a quick look at this. Looks like it doesn't know it's changed position, but guns are coming around. Will be first shot going here to the P4 from the Sherman. Beautiful rocket there from Sabbath. As the cap is almost halfway done here. But Sherman is incredibly aggressive. Do love to see it. Go to the hard cap just in a sec. Go to that burn. We'll take out the P4 and wonderful aggressive push there. Just really seizing the opportunity as so they do look to have really good control of this hard cap at the moment. At least on the eastern side as Panzer 2 does keep on keeping on. BK Dent here with the one. Test this. Tries to go for the front back, but we'll get taken out with that P2 getting taken out by the Sherman. And I believe this will be a SaP cap here. But immediately pressured here as it looks like 4AD has more or less wiped out all of the armor from SaP. The battle will commence here for the retake for 4AD as they do start to get a bit of cap pressure coming on out. As defensive structure here, we'll just have a quick look at the map. Looks like a bit of pressure coming out here just behind checkpoint for SaP, but getting their first heavy up, and it looks they are starting to stabilize as the Sherman goes for a drive. We will check back in on that because there is a Tiger coming down the road, so hopefully for their sake they do call that out. But the meat grind will continue. Just have a quick look where that Tiger is, yeah. Gunfight here, but predicted. Not sure. Yeah, killed his friendly there. To rock it over and get the kill onto it. The eastern side here will be captured by 4AD. They are managing to get across the road. They're really applying the gas here. As we will see that Tiger take out that very adventurous Sherman. Just slowly coming back. But, does look like 4AD still holding on to the south side. A bit of pressure coming in the fourth point in Mason. From 1SL and a couple of squaddies. So 4AD a little split here. Good northern control at the moment. Actually no need a MG house or northern mansion. But SaP's starting to clean up this little northern push here. And beautifully so. Looks like the hard cap has stabilized here. We'll just go have a look at what was happening on Mason here. Looks like Camarada. Apologies for the pronunciation. From Tasma there. Just applying a little pressure, keeping the 4AD defenders on their toes. So just get into this little southern battle here. That's the first target does start to come up. We've got Rope and his squaddies here. Just controlling the south. But we'll look face to face with a tiger in a minute. There's Pepper here. We've got Skeptic as well. Dent there getting one. The boys do find each other jumping the fence. Skeptic will get the better of him on that occasion. But a quarter cap here coming out for SaP onto that Mason de Creek here. Well, it looks like 4AD defense in a bit of a scramble at the moment. Will just be a small amount of pressure, so a bit of a reset here. Get up a bit, sorry about that. There's more and more SaP players starting to come into this hard cap. This will allow them to gain that valuable front door ground. But once again, the team's sort of splitting themselves in two here. So, Pillar there getting two. And the cap will resume on Mason. Not sure if they've got the garrison yet. There will come a spawn, and looks like there is an OP behind me there. Sort of in the middle of the teams. And, allow 4AD here to get a bit on hard cap, but I don't think it's anything of proper meaning as the tanks are dueling it out once again. Apologies for the really far camera angle there. We'll come back to that. Coming down. Tiger does hide, but this is looking very threatening here from SaP as they gain complete control of that hard cap. As we do see not a lot sort of really turning back. They're just sort of going on their way towards that mid cap as SaP just have complete control of it right now. We've got multiple OPs down. 4AD just holding on to sort of the perimeter, and at the moment looks like they're being more or less spread out from the point. As the adventurous Sherman goes for a drive. But more and more SaP players here, and this is looking like a pretty solid cap, as we can see here. Two OPs in behind. And, you know, in 35s, that's nearly half your team, or at least 1/3 of your team available to spawn on that next point for SaP, so... We'll see them sort of gain the front door as well between the points as this cap does look to flip. Apologies, I've not updated my school bug here. But they will just flip it back. A couple more kills coming out as will start to tick back, but SaP just getting a few more bodies. So these tanks duel it out left of screen here, so that will be a cap going over, but looks like SaP will get that tank kill as well. to further solidify this 4th cap as they do move up their front line with 4AD here. Just get all of this updated. We'll lose Mason. As you can see here, looks like the Recon's been able to get behind, but unfortunately for them, gathering at the moment. While SaP has been able to push out pretty much their entire line up to Mason to Creek here. And even further than that, looks like 4AD have a couple of SLs left. And this will be a very strong cap here. A solidified one at that. As you can see here, looks like a couple of infantry still back, but they will be getting their garrison network up and running here. SaP, that is. As you can see here, Mango, just a pesky little recon boy. Looks like he will get that intel. There is still the recon OP back here. 4AD. But so the tank will make short work of that. And let's focus the fight back on as these front lines meet. As you can see here, 4AD is scattering out from Rousseau. By the sounds they've got a 76 in backup here on their last point. But it will be Bullet coming to meet the commander of 4AD here. Looks like that supply truck got satcheled. And, Gary will be in the field here, but this pressure from SaP is sort of relentless at the moment, as Bullet will get one on thrower there. It will be a full reset here for 4AD. There's Phantasma there, just sort of in the field by himself. So he will get one. Omen is watching his every move. He'll take a few bullets there. But he is on the Gary. And 4AD, this is quite dangerous for them. SaP here just coming in. Looks like they will get taken out. Fanta, that is. As these guys look to come back and try and wipe that out. Have a look at Ed here. Skeptic takes out Ed, but War Daddy there holding that OP, but this is quite dangerous at the moment. All we'll do is just jump back on the cap here. I believe that flicker was just sheer sector presence. It's just in that southeastern area. Good little flank coming in here from 4AD. A lot of troops moving through that southern area. As you can see here, quite a little line of them. Unfortunately, his teammate will go down, but will be a successful flank so far. So, sort of what they need to do, gain a bit of ground, important ground too. This is sort of a little feeder channel straight into Mason. Tanks might be having a little battle soon, but looks like 4AD here regaining crucial ground. Doing it well here. T-Bone there gets one. Running for his life, but will get taken out. Do apologise, I'm moving the camera a lot. It seems like a lot of Spitfires, but we might go down to this southern push and just sort of see what happens here actually. Because it's quite an interesting push, this one. Screen there. A lot of 4AD players just coming across. Beautiful little rockets there coming out. See here, just a slow grind. 4AD here doing really well, just to sort of, they've gotten this ground and it looks like they've shifted a few of their forces around here. And yeah, just slowly moving around. There's good little battles here going on. Fortuna. Working their way up this hedge 4AD. SaP just keeping them accountable here. Looks like the artillery will start to land. It's like 4AD here. See them there. Come out, getting this front door a little bit, just moving their way in, like a recon sneaky Matthias. They should get their way around, but 4AD really doing well to grind back in. In the meantime, it looks like SaP have made a little bit of ground moving on towards Rousseau. Of the ATs goes down and Wardaddy the victor on Xerox there. There's Madeira there. Quite a dangerous spot if he's able to get a few bodies in. Looks like the fight here continues. So we will see SaP's Tiger start to move up. Not sure if they've been able to claim scalp in the form of 76, but to support their troops here regardless. As SaP really starting to clear out this south once again, and this could turn into a complete death alley. As beautiful hit on an OP there from the Tiger, and that will allow them to move. Move out a bit. Unfortunately, I wanted to see if this engineer could get around, but there's just way too many infantry here. It's like right on the screen there, the SL's trying to find where that Tiger is, and just sort of stagnating a little bit. Looks like 4AD have been able to completely wipe them out, at least of the immediate threat. Do here, another 76 leaving. And yeah, looks like a massive garrison spawn here. Tank just gone up quite C. And never mind, I stand corrected. I was able to get the splash with the HE there, and 4AD will be reset from that position. In terms of a team-wide spawn, and yeah, it will be sort of a bit of back and forth at the moment. See, oftentimes the SaP players are sort of in the middle of a few people. He's just getting a bit of intel at the moment. shots there from Lotus. If I butchered that. But the field battle has begun. So he will have little to no idea where he actually got shot from. Does he know Legionnaire is so close? And, oh, Legionnaire there. Good kill. But it looks like the middle front door here has come out. So we will see some ammunition just landing here. Onto this southern grinders. So the tanks are engaged. 176 will go down already. He's in danger of going down himself. Boom, another one. Killed by that Tiger. Looks like they went to try and double SaP team up there, but unfortunately for 4AD, that will hurt. Losing 2 tanks in quick succession. Looks like these Tigers will just sort of have free roam off the south edge at the moment. Here, getting one up. And another vehicle is blowing up. I believe a truck. Yeah, just a truck. I was worried that was another tank there, but it will be SaP just sort of moving up their front line ever so slowly at the moment. Just gaining that ground. They do have the tank superiority, and you can see quite some wide play at the moment. So these players are coming up through to the cemetery at the moment. Good little wrap coming out here for 4AD. This little line sort of move. It's sort of stagnated for the minute. But the battle south is certainly where the place is to be at the moment. So it looks like the door will get one. Has come out, but getting control of this southern area. So we see the beautiful use of flares at the moment. Just a slow grind at the moment. Very, very quick take on that 4th point, and I believe they're just looking for a bit of control. As was mentioned, really difficult. Sort of once you get checkpoint into Mason and there's your front door doesn't quite hold up a bit, you can sort of get pushed back quite easily there because that hard cap is so close to that blue red line. So the Greyhound cruise, get that roadkill. Some OPs here though. So double back there. Yeah. If we're adventurous, some of those tank will take one shell, and I know the Greyhound has found himself in a world of hurt at the moment. We'll see another 76, either a 76 or I believe it was an ATG. Very cheeky little sideline there. Pinging those Tigers. But again. Looks like SaP has been able to gain some ground, sorry. In the middle of the map here. Just pushing on through. See, one squad's managed to get behind. Just get on over to Captain Spears here. See what they can muster up. Got a few Tigers to deal with. Man, it's going to come around here. Oh! But that would have been unlucky if the ricochet came and killed him. He's got rockets here. No, he does have a satchel. It's a brilliant play here. Looks like one will get satcheled and he will run away here. Hopefully that doesn't give away his position. Looks like Falman will get out. And will they find that satchel in time? I can hear it. They will be getting back in, but I think that's just a little too late here. So I think it will friendly as well. It's unfortunate, but a Tiger down nonetheless. There's one less for 4AD's troubles here. We'll see SaP getting ever so closer to Rousseau here. The complete south has been lost for 4AD as a little push in here. Good rocket there from MacDaddy onto a vehicle there. But it will be 4AD here just defending Rope and JP Rat. Got to try and hold these spawns up. They're protecting a garrison here. So one Zoomy 76 coming out here. These tanks get satcheled again. Looks like BK Dent here. Coming in with a bit of vengeance. He has got rockets. Looks like he will do open tracks here. Be interesting getting hunted down by the TC as well. Well, we should get off of that fight because that's just about to happen. There's more developments coming in on the front door here, so SaP starting to have a little knock. Getting through the middle here. If they've got garrison there in the field. Couple of Garys under pressure here for SaP. But we do know BK Dent there just pestering that Tiger. Looks like the tanks will exchange here. We'll go down here. And, sort of tanking each other at the moment. This man is on 3 reps, so he's going to be pretty hard to kill. Infantry here looks like 4AD will be coming through. Apologies for the mic there. I normally talk a bit louder, so I'll get that up. Unfortunately, I've only just seen that, but 4AD just resetting here. Getting a bit of better control, at least through the corridor at the moment. SaP are wrapping this far south side. And this could be where it turns for this old tank battle. Looks like Undertick will get a rep station. Go up to this northern fight. We haven't really been able to get here. Looks like a Peace Strike will come down. Miss the tank, but clean up the rep stations. So It'll take a bit to reset. It's very good work here. Coming out of this squad. Getting pressured from north though. And just a slow grind. As we see the SaP OPs here. Slowly getting pressured. Looks like Omen's gonna find Lumber. Lumber getting the best of him though. Krieger as well. Very well played here. Let us know if that volume's a little bit better, by the way. I do read your comments. So SaP getting this northern side as well now. Go check in on the south in a second. See how that's transpiring, but good little kill there from the Springfield. Just go have a quick look ski. So they've been able to regain a good little 100 meters here for AD. Push it back to that little flat hedge. As you can see far in the distance, another tiger coming up. Attacker there. Will be a pillar here. Looks like airborne. Getting a couple. Full gun. Don't work there. He's dealing with a garrison though, so it's got to be quick. Taddy. See each other through the field. Looks like Mac Daddy has seen airborne. He's just made a run for it. Unfortunately, it looks like a OP from a little further back. Camarada there. Pick up airborne, and at least they know about that Gary though. Know what they're dealing with. 4AD have been able to regain a bit more territory here. Captain Spears once again being an absolute pest, but getting dealt with swiftly there by the armour. So you can see plenty of rope stations down here as the two tigers begin to work in tandem. Now we'll just have a quick look at the map. Looks like very well set up here. The garrison's going down to allow SaP to build a deeper defensive network here. But will be that grind. A lot of pressure here coming from north, from SaP onto 4AD's defense. As we'll just slowly work its way out. Looks like they are slowly clearing up the OPs. Just giving them a bit more breathing room. Matthias find the Gary here. Looks like he will get on that. And take that out. Beautiful work. Not sure if they know if they've still got an OP to deal with a bit further north, but seems to be quieting down a little bit, at least over here. As SaP just coming through that front door a little bit. And grinding it down, but it seems like there's one little corridor the ATs seem to be getting through. So they're getting looked after. There, taking some shots. goon. And pretty much a max range grenade kill there. Beautiful work. Those people just sort of lobbing those nades. Frog, duck and weaving. But the satchel will find him anyway. There's looks like a very solid southern push here. OP gets burnt by Heto. And we get the kill there onto Spears as well. So, beautiful game. Beautiful ground gained here in the middle from SaP. So they are just pushing it sort of as one big line. You know, sort of draw it across the map there. They're all along it. And, we'll see a cheeky little ATG here from SaP actually. Love to see it. Fights in the smoke. Ratuna there getting the better of Spears. And looks like they will start wrapping this little area. I'll just get down a little bit. SaP really putting a lot of forces into the south. Looks like we've still got one OP left here for the 4AD. As they sort of just grind that out. But the OP will get burnt here. We'll feel the wrath of two 4AD players here, and fortunately for them though, we'll try and hold this ground while their SL unfortunately did not manage to make it back in. Just have a quick look over here. I did see a cheeky peek. Looks like we do have a bit of a wrap coming here from Bullet. This could be quite dangerous, at least for 4AD's armor here. As we can see, there's not a lot of ways to get out of bottom spawn here. Looks like this tank is being pressured here. Pillar. Will we get the satchel? Don't think he got that off. Not quite enough time. But those tanks will be sweating now. As SaP really getting in close to this hard cap. As we see a number of squaddies just starting to get in. So that bottom HQ will get bombed. And the tank managing to get out unscathed. Oh, they managed to hit the tracks. With a slow moving tank. It's this front door push here. Very dangerous for 4AD. So we'll see shots there. Back down to the hip fire MG. And, beautiful work there. Looks like they will manage to get on that, to defend that little push. Quite a fearsome one. But looks like a bit of ground gained and a bit traded here. So for all the front door SaP have got, they seem to have lost a bit of control of the cemetery here, which could prove to bring out a bit of defenders here. So we see a flare coming out, a bit of a recon. And very good setup at the moment. Do see a lot of front door pressure. Looks like a backdoor Gary has just been built for SaP here. So we could see some troops starting to come off that, and we do. Looks like this tank will be getting pestered, and rocket does go just a touch high here. The second one coming in, but two ATs. Looks like that Repairman's doing all he can, but will be a solo tanker in the gun, I believe. He does get the satchel down, but top will unfortunately walk past it. Looks like it is inside the track well. A very, very, very little cheeky spot there. Up under there, very hard to see. But unfortunately for 4AD here, their 76 will go down. SaP here sort of splitting the line in half, coming in from the north, and looks getting a few troops here as we do see the points start to flicker. No real cap progress, but a few OPs starting to get around. We'll check in on how this push is going here. Looks like they have managed to get cemetery and look to establish a garrison here. And 4AD themselves are just about the knock on the hard cap here of Mason. Hazo there, getting some good kills. But it will be a Tiger in a predicament here. He's a little isolated, but hard cap pressure really coming in strong here for SaP. We do have the 1SL, and looks like we will start to see a little bit of cap progress. It's coming from that back door, looks like a few infantry starting to surround this Tiger. But SaP with the hard cap pressure now, sort of locked down. A little track shot by looks there from under. Getting some really good hits in here. Tanks in a world of hurt. It's, looks like it is just the hard cap squad here, as the tanks trade out there. I believe getting the kill onto that Tiger, but the Tiger just getting a shot onto 76, unless a goon got it. Quite paying attention there. But a good defensive reset here from 4AD, but they are under, as we can see, a lot of pressure. As we see a very healthy push here, going from 4AD onto the hard cap of Mason to Creek. And could be in for a little bit of a race here. If we're not careful. 3 SLs coming out from 4AD here, as the points do go into a race, and could be an interesting battle here, I believe. 4AD have the upper hand in the defense, but we'll see a bombing run coming out over the points, and unfortunately will miss the garrison. This 4th point, but we do see the SaP players starting to come back in for that defense. So that spawn will turn the tide here, and a massive reset coming from SaP. As we can see here, looks like that will nullify that cap progress, but it'll be interesting to see how the teams sort of diversify here. It is when you have a cap race into a solid defense, you know, are you still set up for the immediate counter attack on the opposite to alleviate that? But it's good to see the reset there from SaP. Looks like the supply truck will be chasing this little recon tank. That's something you see every day, but looks like we will still see a little bit of a pressure. Looks like that garrison is still in effect, so for SaP, might have lost a bit of ground here on the front door, but I've still got a little entryway there for coming into the point. So looks like 4AD have managed to maintain control and gain all this ground back. Just sort of see across the map and see where we've reset to. So it looks like SaP coming down through the central corridor here between the points. Sort of uncontested at the moment. And it's just the one Tiger up at the moment, I believe. As we saw before, the one got taken out. And I will say for this match so far, there has been a brilliant use of flares here from SaP. I've seen them sort of pop up on either of the flanks, sort of alerting their team to, what's coming forward for them. So we'll see OP go down, Safe Haven coming through. Does have the satchel class, of course. And well cleaned up there by Diabolic and Rotuna. So just have a quick look around here. Looks like SaP have been able to come around from far north, above Cemetery here, to sort of isolate this 4AD. Pardon me, 4AD squad. Slow down a bit here. Yeah, very fun little exchange there. We do see Phantasma there in the hard cap by Lonesome. Just check. Don't know if he's got a satchel down or anything, but looks like they will find each other. Here comes a 2-on-1. He will get found out and dealt with. So it looks like an unsuspecting 76 here. It's hopefully not going to get satcheled. SaP at best there on the case, protecting their tank. This is really awkward camera angle. Just I hate how janky the down is here. Oh well, these two could be here all day. Looks like Madeira will get the kill, and a couple SLs just flanking around. As you see, a very good push here coming from 4AD from the north side of Mason. So we will see a defensive Tiger. Sergeant Pyle just really in the thick of it at the moment. These teams sort of trading of ground at the moment. So the south here, controlled by 4AD. Well, it's controlled by SaP at the moment, but 4AD really sort of getting a foothold in here. Safe Haven with the rocket there. Not touch high. But it will be a vehicle being blown up. Looks like an ATG has been located, and a smattering of players coming in here actually. So they're coming in off a... Oh no, not another one. We've got a more local garrison here. Thrower just letting his Phantasma there. So he'll go looking for that threat bullet, getting two, and actually contesting the points by themselves there in the hard cap. But will be a ricochet here coming off the Tiger, off the 76, sorry. looks like SaP have regained control of cemetery there, so sort of just pushing back in. Really just sort of running rampant in the north here. You can see Xerox just sort of really behind lines at the moment. As looks like another spawn has come from Bullet here as they apply yet more pressure onto this defensive point of 4 ADs, so just ring around the rosy of this building. Looks like a bomber run coming down for SaP here, and will be Goon last alive as we do go quarterway capped, and this is looking quite dangerous at the moment for AD. As we can see, they are quite spread out around the point, with, I believe, an airhead starting to come in at the moment. And they could sneak this one right from under 4AD's lap here. So you see that airhead is in the air. But 4AD just starting to come back. Looks like they've got a few OPs still spread around. And will be that airhead landing, but if it gets defended, that's the thing here. Looks like Frog Stomper will start to come in, and if he can nade that, that'll be crucial at the moment. Like they will get one kill and a really good reset yet again from 4AD here, but I wonder how many are going to come in off this airhead as all the little battles happen around this point at the moment. So Bullet desperately trying to defend that airhead, and there's just too many troops at the moment. It is absolutely a one-man army. The fact that it is still live is actually quite unfortunately Goon will go down, but will be the airhead live at the moment, but it I don't think it'll ever go green enough for a spawn there. And really good defense work there. And, doing so, they've been able to maintain a lot of ground here as well. SaP coming through this corridor once again. T-Bone there will go down to airborne. And yeah, a bit of a grind as front door once again. Pressured Skeptic getting some hits on the Krieger, but we'll get taken out there by Goon. As we see, this squad's just sort of cutting themselves in half at the moment. Garrison's still a bit of a problem here for AD. Looks like a good rocket coming in on the Tiger there from Spears. For the second and hit track on that. But unfortunately it seems like 4AD are really struggling on the armour department at the moment. I'm not quite sure where their 76 is at the moment. Looks like Dent and Squiggly here been able to get behind these tanks. Looks like Dent, if he's got rockets, he's got to be real patient. He has been seen. And, unfortunately for him, he will fall. So that Tiger's just going to literally look at these players at the moment. So those Tigers start to enact the plan to get the hell out of there. So you see Spears jumping on top of the tank. He will satchel the top of it. probably get seen. Looks like he's defending his satchel. And brilliant shots there. Nice. Will be the last one down, and will be this Tiger on the edge of map here. Getting tested as well. A good little diversion here for AD, evening the score on that armor. Some good rockets coming out as well. So one Tiger will fall, but in the meantime, SaP just marching down that front door. It looks like coming in from the south as well. So we'll just have a quick look at this map. A very good spread at the moment on those garrisons. And will be SaP starting to move up. It's yeah, trying to get in there. Looks like they're coming in pretty uncontested at the moment in this front door. So looks like the infantry mark has gone down. It's a very crazy supply truck goes for a drive. And just have a look at if this is a massive threat at the moment. Squiggly there falling under the map. But looks like it will be. Recon's sort of gotten them way back in. But it's only the one squad at the moment. As SaP have just sort of walked in that front door. As we saw that massive little unit running across. We'll be getting spawns on that southern Gary, so it does look to me like they've been able to wipe some of the spawns in the south as these boys dart across the field. Bullet and Phantasma there coming across the field, and that's a complete wipe on that hardcat for SaP. 4AD getting wiped off that entirely. Yeah, quite a difficult one I think this is going to be to recover, as we hear a recon plane coming over for SaP here just to see what they've got to deal with. We can see a little armor column going on over there at the back, but they're on the north side at this point, so they're actually not quite in sector at the moment. They've just gotten into sector, so I don't think 4AD's got enough time to get back in there without a really, really good bombing run here. And unfortunately, I think for 4AD, they will fall on this point as a what in the half track is going on here from SaP. The part to half track has insurance here. As, I believe this will be game, set, and match here. For the final one. So it's pretty hard to recover from. So that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. SaP there getting the 5-0 victory for the week. I'll give the arty guy a little love there on the commendation. But that will be the match done and dusted. So, quite a hard-fought battle, as we saw SaP there really getting up early, taking out those 276s, which was crucial in allowing them to really sit back and just hold that defense. And the slow aggression there as they pushed in, but unfortunately today it was just a little too much for 4AD, but they did really well to reset multiple times on some pretty scary pushes. So a brilliant game there to watch, and yeah, thanks again for tuning in for this match. So that will conclude week 1 of the Premier League here, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back next week with a hell of a lot more matches and some other insane matchups. So yeah, congratulations to SaP today, and commiserations to 4AD. No doubt they'll come back stronger than ever next week in their matchup. So beautiful game again, ladies and gentlemen. And we will move on over